Now we will learn about the system of taxes. So as the rulers or the rajas of the Mahajanapadas started building forts and maintaining armies, he needed regular income, right? So for this, to maintain armies and to build forts, he needed resources, okay, and he needed some officials to collect these resources and for maintenance, okay. So what the ruler did, he introduced taxes. So people had to pay tax to the ruler. So let us know which category of people had to pay tax to the rajas. So taxes on farmers. So 1/6 of share or bhaga. Okay, so the farmer had to pay tax by giving the crops grown by the farmer. Okay, so whatever he produces, whatever crop he gets, he have to give it to the ruler. So the 1/6 share or the bhaga of the crops grown by the farmer had to be given to the raja. Okay, so crops were taken by the raja in the form of tax by the farmers. Next, tax on craftsperson. So how can the raja collect tax from a craftsperson? So for example, a goldsmith or a weaver, okay, so he had to work for one whole day in a month for the raja. So craftsperson paid tax to the rulers in the form of labor, that is, they had to work for the raja for one whole day within a month, okay. And how herders paid taxes to the rajas? By giving animals and the animal products, okay. So animal products such as milk, meat, okay, and wool, eggs, okay, so all these are animal products, right? So herders had to provide animal products to the rulers. Next, how were taxes paid by the traders? They had to pay tax for goods and the transportation of the goods. So if they use the water transport, that is, if they transport the goods by water route, they had to pay the taxes for that to the raja. So in that way, raja collected the taxes from the traders. And even hunters and gatherers also had to pay the taxes. But how? They paid taxes by giving the forest produce they collect to the raja. So they collected the berries and different types of fruits, vegetables, berries, nuts, etc. So they had to give those to the raja. So these are the taxes paid by the people to the raja, okay. So now we will learn about the major changes in the agriculture. So we know that agriculture is the important and main occupation, right? So in the field of agriculture, two major changes took place during this period of Mahajanapadas, okay. So one is use of iron plowshare. So as they started using iron plowshare, they were able to dig deeper and they were able to lift heavy soil, heavy wet soil easily. Okay, so that impacted a lot. So the use of iron plowshare impacted a lot in the field of agriculture during the time of Mahajanapadas. And the other important change during the time of Mahajanapadas was transplanting of paddy. Okay, changes in agriculture. So transplanting of plants is a process of changing the location of the plant. Okay, so we sow a seed in one place and wait till it sprouts. After the seed sprout, we change the place of the plant so that most of the seeds will sprout and survive, so we can get more production, more crops, so more result. Okay, so this was a heavy backache work. So this work of transplanting was done by dasas, dasis and kamakaras. Okay, so even this process gave labor to the dasa, dasi and kamakaras, right? It is also an advantage. So they got job. Okay, so they got work. Okay, so these are the two major changes which happened in the agriculture during the period of Mahajanapadas, that is the use of iron plowshare and the transplanting of paddy. By transplanting of paddy, production increased and even the king supported this process. Okay, so next we will learn about the two important Mahajanapada settlements, that is Magadha and Vrijji.